Chime 91898 is taking runway 31 for departure, headed southeast to Palmetto Air Plantation for the Breakfast Club this morning. Good morning, Columbia Approach 91898.
From 91898, Columbia Approach, that's limited 2992, Minnesota South, airspace.
Yeah, 91898 is a RANS S6, just departed Hamilton Owens, requesting flight following to Manning at 2500 for the Breakfast Club this morning.
From 91898, slot 5514.
5514, 898. Yeah, Shaw from 91898.
91898, Shaw.
Yeah, do y'all have any traffic going into Palmetto Air down near Manning this morning?
Yeah, there's two guys that are right there within a mile of the airport, and yeah, but there's another Bonanza that's 20 miles to the east inbound.
Okay, that's where the Breakfast Club is this morning, so you may have more traffic coming in to go.
Yes, sir. Palmetto Air, number 26167, midfield cross 15, Palmetto Air.
Hey, Ronnie, hey, this is Stoney. I'm getting ready to turn to left base for 15 right by the Mountain Water Tower.
All right, Tony, we got this side.
91898 is turning short final runway 15 Palmetto Air.
always step up to the plate. And don't be scared about the $15 breakfast. If you are familiar with Epworth Children's Home, it's a great thing. If you're not familiar with it, I would encourage you to look it up. It's a wonderful organization, and we support it. So that's where this is going to this morning. Just thank you for coming and being with us. We got a real special person for us and for me. Our representative Fawn is with us, and her husband Joe. But the real thing here is their daughter Selah is taking flying lessons. So that's the real joy. So if you hang around airplanes and airplane people, sometimes you get a ride, you know.
I want to welcome y'all to the South Carolina Breakfast Club. Normally what I do is thank the people for having us, and especially the people for cooking for us, but the gentleman took care of that early on. But I still want to say that this is always a treat. These guys have got the coolest cooking trailer I have ever seen. There isn't anything you can't do except a convection oven with that cooking trailer. And the grits are just absolutely perfect. They made really good grits today, and we really do appreciate those. And I want to thank y'all for taking time to come to the Breakfast Club. This is always one of our favorites when we can land on grass on a nice sunny day. How many people do we have here who have never been to a Breakfast Club before? Come on, raise your hand, Bob. Say it up, you. This is your first one? You got a hat if you do. Well,
There's the fence.
congratulations. Y'all are now lifetime members. This organization started in 1938. It was started by Thomas Summers in Orangeburg. He had an Urku, and he was a very busy businessman, and he was looking for an excuse and a reason and some time to spend some time with his daughter before church. So every Sunday morning early they would get up and they'd go to a different airport in the state and have breakfast. And before long, some of his friends who were also flyers would call him up on Saturday night and say, "Hey Thomas, where are you going tomorrow? We'll meet you there." So from those humble beginnings, the South Carolina Breakfast Club came into being. And every other week or so, since 1938, except for some time during World War II, when they were under gas rationing, they had to delay it a little bit until they figured out they could put car gas in their airplanes. So they kept putting car gas in the airplanes and flying right on. And unlike the limitations we have today, they were able to go to places that we can't. And Valerie did some research, and our historian, Casey Tupper, had done some research. And on our website, we have pictures of the breakfast clubs being held on Hunting Island Beach down in Beaufort County, where the county actually sponsored the breakfast club. Took everything down the beach. They had about 25 airplanes down there on the beach at Hunting Island. So, not to be outdone, the city of Lamar said, well, why don't you come and land on Railroad Avenue downtown Lamar, and we'll park you on Main Street. And we've got restaurants on Main Street, so in Lamar, they landed on Railroad Avenue, turned right onto Main Street, backed the airplanes up against the storefronts, went into the restaurant and had breakfast. We had pictures of that as well. We have a picture of a V-tail Bonanza at the local gas station getting gas before they turned on Main Street and took off. You come to these things often enough, as our past president used to say, you won't need a chart to get around the state because you look down and tell where you are by looking at the man's outhouse and knowing where you got to turn from that point to get where you want to go. Gerald was just a character. He was president of our club for about 30 years. And as long as I've known him, he's only gotten lost once. And it was going up to Salisbury, North Carolina to the Breakfast Club after a snowfall. He said all of his ground checkpoints were white. And before he knew it, he wound up in Virginia. And had to say, the heck with it, turn around and fly home. But that's the only time I know of that he ever got lost trying to get to a breakfast club. So thank you guys very much for coming. You are now lifetime members. Let's give them a hand. Started by Mr. Summers, called the bouncing ball. And the ball was be signed by the person who came to the Breakfast Club and made the worst landing. And between 1938 and 1946, the tradition was the person who made the worst landing had to sign the ball, take it home with them, bring it back to the next Breakfast Club. But between 1938 and 1946, they lost so many balls because the people who signed it would never come back that the president just hung on to it. And Gerald, who was our last president, actually had 3 or 4 wrecks with the ball in the airplane. He turned the Baron over once when he landed. We've had people, I think it was in Union, a gentleman in a little KR2 made a beautiful landing that started easing off to the left. We're kind of watching him with interest, and he went off the left side of the runway and then off down the hill. He had a flat tire. And he did get stopped before he got to the trees. Didn't hurt himself or the airplane, but he sounded off. There have been people that come into places like White Plains who made such bad landings, they went off the runway, went behind the house, came back on, got on the runway and left. Never saw them again. But lately, one of the things I've tried to start doing is kind of honor young pilots who are making strides in was it Marion? We had the young man that was getting ready to go into the Air Force. Yeah, he just got his private pilot ticket. And today, in honor of her accomplishments thus far and accomplishments yet to come, I'm going to let Miss Sayla sign it for several reasons. One, she's a student pilot working on private pilot certificate. Two, she being the operative word, we have far too few female pilots in the industry. So I want you, if you would, to sign right there your name and the end number of the airplane you're flying. That was one of the reasons I was asking if you were going to continue going on, because we need female pilots in the aviation industry. Cindy's got her own airplane. Jim and his wife fly all over the place. They've got Thank you so much. Thank you. First number is a 0. I win. Second number is a 1. Third number is a 5. Uh-oh, somebody's giggling. Fourth number is an 8. You're not smiling anymore.
Pick the wrong number.
Fifth number is an 8. Last number is a 4. Who has 884? Huh?
844?
844? 884.
884.
884.
Nice try.
That's all right. There you go. Now you can buy yourself some more breakfast. Do we have any food left?
Just you and me. Summertime, get ready, we are so divine. Blue water and yellow sand. Let's live our dream. Summertime, get ready, we are so divine. Blue water and yellow sand. Just you and me. Summertime, get ready, we are so divine. Blue water and yellow sand. Let's live our dream. Summertime.
Palmetto Air Traffic, RANS 91898 is taking 13 for departure. Thank you guys for having us for the Breakfast Club this morning.